Hello YouTube and welcome to step 1, forming a corporation. This in my opinion is the most important step because this is taking that leap of faith, saying I'm going to own something, I'm going to own a business, and one day it will be successful. Usually that allows us to follow up with the preceding steps after this initial step is complete. So as far as forming a corporation, I always would encourage you to speak with a tax accountant or a tax professional, dependent on how you wish to be taxed. This will help lead you in the right direction of which type of corporation or company you want to establish. We have several different types to choose from. We have a limited liability company, which can be taxed as a sole member, which is one person, or multi-member, which is 2 or more. The LLC is usually the easiest to become established with. You also can incorporate as an S Corp or C Corp. Typically, these are reserved for companies that do larger amounts of revenue. And then also you can set up as like a non-for-profit company. Now, the 2 types of companies I recommend we stay away from are a general partnership and a sole proprietorship. For these types of structures, assume liability of the business owner themselves. So we definitely can't build business credit, especially with no personal guarantee, since you're signing up the company saying you're the personal guarantee. So without any further ado, let's get to work. Step 1 is forming a business, if you haven't already done so. For all intents and purposes, we're going to use California as our example state, as well as Tilted Panda for our example name. So I always recommend speaking with a tax attorney prior to filling out any type of official documents. They can let you know what the legalities are in your specific state. So let's get into it. First thing we want to do is we want to search for a business. So if you go to Google and you select California Secretary of State, we'll replace California with your state, Secretary of State Business Search. Make sure you're selecting the .gov. Again, LegalZoom can do this for you, or a number of other certified tax professionals. We'll go ahead and get started. Click New Search, Corporation Name. Here it is, it's already up here, Tilted Panda, select Search. As you see, there is no matching entities found. That's good. We'll go back and then we'll search by LLC name as well to make sure that LLC name is not taken, and it doesn't seem to be taken, so that's good. That means our name is available. The next thing we're going to want to do is register the business in the state. So you can go back to Google, click Register Business California. Once you get that put in, we'll select the ca.gov website, starting a business, and then here's step-by-step instructions. We want to make sure that we're going to file it as an LLC. You can also file as a corporation, whether it's an S Corp or a C Corp, or you can file it as a non-profit, sole proprietor, or a general partnership. Those are liability assumed by the owner, so we want to stay away from those. LLCs usually work pretty good because you can sign up for a multi-member or a single member, dependent on how many people are in ownership of the business. So we will go to limited liability company, and then to form an LLC in California, articles of organization. We'll click that link. File online for fastest service. We want to select LLC formation. Once we click that, it lets us know what the fees are for the state. There's a $70 filing fee and then $5 for a certified copy. You can select that as well if you want a copy mailed to you. Otherwise, you can download it once you begin registering the business. So you'll start, agree to the terms and conditions, and then we'll move forward. And this is basically going to ask all of your business information. So we would put in Tilted Panda LLC identifiers. So they'll add this to the proposed name. We'll click LLC, so it'll be technically Tilted Panda, comma, space LLC. That's what will show up on the articles. We'll select next. And now this is going to want the address. This is very important because especially with business credit, all business credit is based on business name and business address. So whatever the actual address of the business or your physical location is, this is where that would need to be filled out. Make sure you're using an actual address, not a PO box or a virtual address, especially when building business credit, because that will create an issue. So if you're registering in a state based on tax purposes, and you wish to register in another state, I've already created another YouTube video on that. It's called Filing in Multiple States. Check that out. For all intensive purposes, this one's just going to be the address in which we are currently located. So you go ahead and put in your address, select next, and then it'll allow you to pay for it. Once you pay for your articles and they are active, then you will want to register for your tax identification number. We'll make a second video about that. This concludes this current video. I hope this was helpful. If anybody has any questions or concerns, please comment in the YouTube video, and we'll see you again next time.